Hello, my name is Mr. Johnson. Welcome to creating a template file in AutoCAD using your pull down menu bar. We're going to be following the instructions that are noted inside a blackboard underneath the drawing template and information sheet. You'll have instructions. It'll say template instruction revised 2010. Print that out and we're going to follow these instructions. We may deviate slightly, but we're going to try to adhere to the instructions inside that document. First of all, we want to pull up AutoCAD, the latest version of AutoCAD. This is what we call a menu bar across the top of it. If you don't have that menu bar, click here and it will say show menu bar. Okay, and then you should have all of these options across your menu bar. First, we're going to start out with a new. Click File and New. Click AutoCAD, and we'll come up to a new user interface drawing. Next, we're going to go to Format. We're going to change our units for this class and any class beyond this in the CAD program. We're going to go to 2 decimal places for the precision, and this is going to be an English A size border, so that means we're going to use inches as our unit of measurement. We're going to click OK. Next, we're going to get rid of this UCS icon, which has an X and a Y at the bottom. Go to View, go to Display, UCS icon, and click on the On. Now, moving forward, we're going to go to our, we're going to type in limits. We're going to set our limits for an A-size paper. Your left corner is 0, 0. Your right corner is going to be 12, 9. Enter. If you want to check it, hit enter twice. 12, 9 is your upper right hand corner. Enter again. Next, we're going to go to our layout. We're going to right click. We're going to go to our page setup manager. We're going to go to modify. Make sure you find your printer there. If you're in a CAD lab, you're going to use P2. Paper size is going to be letter. What to plot is going to be your layout. This is a preview every time that you print. If you want to preview, make sure it looks correct. Okay, it's going to be 1 to 1. Inches are your units are 1 to 1. 1 unit equals 1 inch. And your drawing orientation is going to be landscape, as described in your instructions. So we've selected the plot area, the plot scale, the drawing orientation, and shaded viewport options. Then we're going to hit OK. Close. Now we're going to go back to the model, and we're going to start setting up layers. On your ribbons, you're going to have a box that looks similar to this. I'm going to go ahead and click on, you can either go to Format, click on Layers this way, Layer Tools, or you can also access it from this layer manager on your ribbon, on your Home tab. So let's go ahead and start with our first layer. To make new layers, you go up here to this icon, click New Layer. And our first one that we're going to create is going to be called Center. We're going to hit our Tab button. Excuse me, you can't have a space behind there. We're going to go to Color. I like my center to be green. Okay. And click on Line Type, and it's going to be continuous. Next one we're going to make is going to be Dimension. Okay, make sure you don't have a space there. Go to this color. We're going to make our dimension blue. Hit OK. Hit continuous for line type. Okay. Next is going to be hidden. This is going to be the last one I'm going to do for you, and then you're going to take care of the rest of them yourself. For the hidden, we're going to use the color of yellow or red or green. We've already used green, so let's just use blue. Hit OK. Let's go find the hidden line type, which is right here. Click on hidden. If some of you don't have the line types up, you may get a dialog box that says load. Okay, if not, you may want to go ahead and hit apply. I want you to go ahead and finish the rest of them yourself. Okay, now if you get to the point to where you can't find your line types, you'll get a dialog box that says load. When you go in here and you click on line type, you'll get a dialog box that says load line types. Hit load, and then you go to a collection of line types similar to this. Okay. Alright, next we're going to work on setting up the drawing style. To do that, we're going to type ST in the command prompt. I like the Romans C. You can either choose Roman C or Romans S. I prefer preferably some Roman type font. Our height for an A size is going to be 0.125. As you go up into different sizes, that height will get bigger. Alright, we're going to hit apply. We're going to leave it as style 1, our standard, and hit apply. And close. Okay, next we're going to go down here to where the O snaps are at. I'm going to turn you can turn the icons off, or you can turn them on. You can use icons, or you can turn them off and use an abbreviation of the command. So what we're going to have on is polar, O snap, O track. We don't need dynamic, and we don't need show and high transparency. Next, what we're going to do is go ahead and draw in our layout our title block. Now let me take a chance here to emphasize, always draw in your model space and print in your layout. That's where we're putting your title block in your layout. So first we're going to input REC into the command prompt for rectangle. We're going to grab a rectangle here and take it up to here. Notice that I have about a quarter of an inch all the way around from that dotted surface. Okay. Next we're going to draw a line. We're going to enter L for line. Make sure our O snap is on. Go straight up. We're going to type 0.375, enter. Alright, and then we're going to go to where it's perpendicular to the line parallel. Click. Now we still have a line right here that we're going to use an offset command. We're going to type O, enter. O, enter. Okay, and the first line is going to be 2.5 inch. Look at your offset. It's asking you for a distance, 2.5 inch. We're going to grab this little line right here. We're going to offset it this way. Okay. We're going to hit escape and exit. We're going to right click to go back into that command. Repeat O. We're going to go 1.25, enter. We're going to grab that one with our left and drop it with our left. Hit your right mouse. Go repeat again. Now it's asking for the next offset. We're going to make this 1. Right click to enter in the command. Left click to choose, and left click to the right to drop. Hit escape. And our very last one we're going to have is go back into that command by right clicking. Repeat O, our offset. It's asking for a distance. This one's going to be 4. Enter. We're going to grab it with our left and drop it with our left. Then we're going to hit escape. Now next we're going to put our name, the class, the date, and the problem, and the scale at the bottom. To do that, we're going to type DT into our command prompt. We're going to zoom it up with our scroll just a little bit. We're going to go to the starting point right here, and we're going to type, all in caps, Mr. or whatever your name is, Johnson. Click or hit escape. Now we're going to type M for move. We're going to grab it and we're going to center it right there. We're going to zoom out. Now what we're going to do here is a copy command, CO for copy. We're going to grab it. Make sure you hit F8 for your ortho to be on. Okay, we're going to grab this right here in the front. Let's go ahead and turn our O snap off, but leave your ortho on. So we're going to grab it right here, and we're going to left click here, drop it there, left click here, drop it there, left click here, drop it there, and left click here and drop it there. Now we're going to change the text. To change the text, you double click, and we'll make it the date. Double click on this one, make it the class, whatever class it is, and double click on this one and make it the problem, 1-1. Click, hit escape, double click on this. We're going to call this scale, semicolon, 1, semicolon, 1. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to add a viewport. This viewport is the camera that's looking into your model space. So to do that, we're going to type VPORTS, enter. You'll get a dialog box that looks like this. Hit single, hit OK, turn our O snaps back on, grab this corner and take it to this corner. Now you'll notice a red outline. Now to activate this viewport, you double click inside. To deactivate, you double click outside. Again, to activate, you double click inside. To deactivate, you double click outside. Now I'm going to give you an example of why we put a viewport. Go to your model space. I'm going to put a circle here, circle here, circle here. I'm going to go back to my layout. I'm going to double click and make it active. I'm going to do a Z enter, E enter, and it brings all the geometry into that drawing area. And then I'm going to double click outside to lock it. This is the way I want you to turn in your assignments. Now each assignment that you turn in, you can go down here and double click modify your date, and double click and modify your problem name. Now last, let's go back to our model space. I'm going to delete these circles. I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm not going to save it as a DWG. I'm going to save it as a .dwt. I'm going to find my folder to save it in. I'm going to call it AAA-my initials, Mr. Johnson -A-SIZE. And I'm going to hit save. Okay? Now, when you're ready to draw, make sure all your assignments, at least the first part of the course, are done with this template. So what you do, you go to File, Open, you go to .dwt, find your template, hit Open. Now, this is a .dwt. As soon as you get it open, go ahead and hit File, Save As. See, it changes to a .dwg. Save it to the problem. POR, PRO, PLEM, 1-1. Put it in the file you want and hit save. That way you're not writing over your drawing template. Again, this is Mr. Johnson. This is the CAD program. How to create a template file in AutoCAD using your pull down menu bar. You'll be using this title block for all your assignments. Later on we'll be able to create a C size and a B size as well as a metric.